to X on my I need to learn how to do it on Chicago Flips Red.
You on Chicago Plus Red?
No, I'm on mine.
Oh yeah, we gotta do
I
that.
change it to, so I got to do that. Which I'll do it for the next one, for the next famous.
Okay.
You know, it's funny. Like a couple of mad people hit me up with like, "No famous Friday today," and I was like, "Yeah," but it was like a last minute thing. But next week we is back on.
Yeah, because we was just got back. We had just got back from Washington, and we was and we didn't get a chance to do our, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We doing so, but we back on track. We back on track.
Definitely back on track. Back on track. I feel good.
Yeah,
You know,
now Washington was great. I really enjoyed myself in Washington. It was beautiful. We had a great time, met great people. Everybody was like look, Mike, when we got here, my client said, Danny, how you like? I said, man, I love it. I said, I love it. I love the people. I love, just the atmosphere. I love everything about Washington. The Black conservative ball was great. The rally when we met the people, everybody, Chicago. I mean, when they saw the sweatshirt. Oh my God! Remember one lady walked up. Oh my God! Is it you all? Oh my
right.
God! So in the airport, everybody so they were all. Everybody was beautiful. I had a great time. I was
Yeah. It was a good time for me too.
yeah.
No, I was more on the uh well, I think it was kind of cool because we was gonna go, we was going down there regardless to enjoy, and it felt good. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I got to see some of my longtime friends, and it was just cool. It was cool. We stayed in a dope Airbnb
Mm-hmm.
out of Virginia.
And then we had got a chance to meet people who always cover us. Like I wanted to people, number one, YouTubers who always covers, people who, are rooting for us to change Chicago, make a difference. We got a
Right.
chance to meet and they like-minded people, you all. So it was awesome. It was great. It was
Yes,
really good.
really was.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Um, we're gonna get this started. First of all, shout out to Patrice Stewart, tax credit. I said my business manager who lets me use her office to broadcast my live. So I appreciate that. Please follow Patrice on her YouTube at Patrice L. Stewart. She takes care of all financial needs and any questions when it comes to majority of anything when it comes to taxes or anything like that. She is your person to go to. Again, that's YouTube Patrice L. Stewart. She's also on TikTok Patrice L. Stewart, and Instagram Patrice L. Stewart, and X Patrice L. Stewart as well. So yes, she is the behind the scenes. She is the one who told us that we had to get organized.
Yeah, she did.
And honestly, I think that's very important when it comes to this discussion today. Anyway, um,
Mm-hmm.
so this famous Friday is going to be about Chicago Flips Red, the whole purpose of Chicago Flips Red, and just want to point out a few things since it is the new year. It's a day after my birthday.
Happy
And
birthday, boy!
thank you. And then um, going into 2025, and this is going to be my third year dealing with the city of Chicago not settling my mother's case. So um
3 years, man. 3 years of this fight.
well, we going on 3 years. So
Mm-hmm.
um so yeah, so let me break this down, because I feel like clearly it's not, I think it's just like all these different rumors, and I think stuff is out there that doesn't need to be out there. So I'm going to address it one time, and then that's it, because uh, it's really irrelevant. But because Black people have an issue with us just being a unit and get into the main goal, it always has
Mm-hmm.
to be like a leader, or it always has to be some weird stuff. This person did this first, or this person did this first. Yeah, I don't care about none of that. All right. So, boom. I am fighting the city of Chicago, okay, for my mother, who was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. Okay, my grandmother, I have a sister who's 20 years older than me. She also was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. My mother graduated from St. Elizabeth Elementary School, grammar school, junior high, high school, and went to St. Joseph's in Bend, Indiana, or something like that. But that's where she went. And then she was the first Black woman to work for Xerox, for due to affirmative action, and because of the way how racist and everything was here and how scary them blacks was back then, she decided to leave and move to New York. She moved to New York and met my father, and then they had me, and I have a sister that's 5 years younger than me. After my father passed away, she moved back to Chicago. I moved to, I think, Baltimore. From Baltimore, I decided to come to Chicago because I was at that time doing comedy. I want people to understand, I started in comedy. Okay, I used to do stand up in New York City. From stand up in New York City, I decided to do my own shows. I put on my own shows. From that, moved to Chicago because my mother paid for me to go to Second City. I went to Second City and I graduated from Second City for improv and comedy writing. I've always been funny, but I've always put it to the side because I've always wanted to be a writer. That's what I wanted. I wanted to write sitcoms. That was my whole goal. My overall goal of everything was to write sitcoms. Okay, so I had got a blessing with Dick Gregory, and what I didn't do, and I always say that this is something that I regret. For 4 years, being with Mr. Gregory on the road, I never ever opened up for him. I brought other people on and let them open up. For instance, Just Niche. I manage a comedian by the name of Just Niche. A lot of people know who Just Niche is, a lot of people don't, but majority of the people know who Just Niche is. I started with Just Niche with day one when she started comedy. That's how it all started. From there, once he passed away, I moved to Atlanta and I started doing my thing down in Atlanta. My mother was dealing with this situation with the city of Chicago unlawfully demolishing a building that my godfather and her start working on together. Okay, they were trying to take it from him. They were
But
trying
no,
to
wait, Zoe. You gotta tell what the building, what was the building and the land market was for
Okay, it was a
Chicago.
Sandpiper Lounge. The
Uh,
Sandpiper Lounge. My godfather and my mother, my mother has known Leroy Singleton and his brothers since 1972. Leroy used to date her best friend, Joanne. Rest in peace, Joanne. So they've known each other since 1972, Leroy and my mother. When my mother came back and he called her and told her that they're trying to take the building. He's trying to do whatever to save the building, but they keep trying to take the building because they already started with this Save-A-Lot on the other side of his land. My mother got involved. Once my mother got involved, they put this big tax lien on the property. My mother paid that tax lien.
mm-hmm.
After that, my mother put the building in her nonprofit. She started rehabbing, putting money in it. Once she started asking for that TIF money, all of a sudden, they didn't know what she was talking about. All of a sudden, next thing you know, the electrician calls her and tells her, Ms. Marsh, the building is not here anymore. My godfather was living in the building. They told him he had 30 minutes to get whatever he could get out of that building, and that was it, right? That was in 2017. My mother did everything that she was supposed to do, and they, in the city of Chicago, should have paid my mother. But no, the city of Chicago is a corrupt city. It's always been corrupt. They've always been doing this, and they're untouchable. You can't do nothing. People have normalized this. People have normalized that this is just what Chicago does. So because people have normalized that this is just what Chicago does, there was no one that fights back. That's just what they do. They do not fight back. So fast forward to 2023, my mother gets a look. She goes over the last lawsuit, right? That was just dismissed, and she's not understanding how it's dismissed because she has all of the evidence, she has everything. But my mother had a lawyer that, of course, sold her out because that's what the city do. The city will pay. They will do whatever. They will pay. They've spent millions on fighting this case instead of just paying my family, because if now it's to the point now that they ride until the wheels fall off, because everybody and their mama is going to be down there, because this is what they do. They run a legal eminent domain scheme in our communities, and I found the loophole. But before that, my mother went into the hospital 3 days before my birthday in 2023. Every year I go to Nassau, Bahamas. Until the last 2 years, I have not been able to make it to Nassau, Bahamas, because I'm fighting this. Okay? So my mother went into the hospital, and I decided that this is crazy. I mean, like, I got to figure this out. I decided to take it on myself. And when I decided to take it on myself, I started with protesting down at City Hall.
By yourself.
By myself. 17 weeks by myself. If it wasn't for George Blakemore, Miss Jessica as well, but George Blakemore got me into, he showed us all the meetings. Miss Jessica, and they said, Zoe, you got to come inside. You got to come inside. You got to talk on the mic. Okay? Start talking on a mic. I kept saying they're stealing Black people's property. I didn't know what to say, how to say it, because at the end of the day, I'm not a speaker. I don't do this, like, this is not what I do. You understand? So I was shy. I was shy as hell. So me trying to get on this mic and try to explain to them that they're stealing Black people's property. You only got 3 minutes. I talk kind of slow. So it's just like trying to get everything in this without cursing, because I'm a cursor, and they got my mother messed up. So it's like, and so once I start going to the meetings and then start realizing, like, okay, so nobody's going to try to figure this out. Nobody's not going to try to sit with me and look at what I got or anything like that.
No help.
I said to this man, I said to Brandon Johnson, I was in Georgia when they flipped blue. I said, if y'all don't settle my mother's case, I will flip Chicago red.
It went. I remember that.
Say, there was nobody else down there but me, Miss Jessica, Michael Young Bay, and George Blakemore. That was it. It wasn't nobody else down there. I didn't know anybody else.
And you said that because I saw that on TV when you said, I saw that.
But just like I said, I didn't know anybody else but these 3 people. These 3 people. I didn't know anybody else.
Right.
When I start going down there and all that, when we started making the first time I was on Fox News, I said, and they caught it when we shut that sanctuary city meeting down. They zoomed in on me and they hear me saying, we built this. We built this. You understand? Because that's the first time they ever. The second time was me and Miss Jessica's press conference when Miss Jessica brought up the $2.2 billion that's supposed to be on the south side and the west side. Miss Jackson is an accountant by trade. So once she started talking about that money, that's when other people got interested. And a lot of people, a lot of late Gen X and a lot of boomers remember that Invest Southwest money. A lot of people remember that Invest Southwest money. So that's what put us on the map. Okay, that's what put us on the map. We started going down. We were down there every day. Okay, every day, 3-4 times a day. We're going to meetings. Like, yeah, this was like, I mean, dedicated. Like dedicated.
Nobody else was down there.
Yeah,
nobody else
arrested down there. I went through every corruption what's it called? A puzzle that they went through. I forgot what I was calling it, but anything they had, they started with that only people could go into the chambers was people who had ticket. It was a ticketed event. That was the first one. I'm like, for an open public meeting, it's tickets. Yeah, call the police, arrest me, because that don't make no sense. That was the first one. Second time, they refused, they violated my First Amendment right and would not let me, Rosanna Rodriguez Sanchez would not let me talk on the mic. I got arrested down there, had to spend a night in jail because I have priors. And I have priors because, again, I'm not afraid that I have priors. I don't play them type of things. I don't play them type of games at all. Like, a nigga was bad as hell. You understand what I'm saying? And I had my ways. But that was so long ago. So regardless of how Chicago is or any priors, they're going to what's it called. But I've never been convicted, nor do I care if I was convicted. The fact is, I'm fighting for my mother because they did not uphold the U.S. Constitution. I didn't see nothing about no race. I didn't think about race, sex, age, creed, none of that. I saw that the city of Chicago is not upholding the U.S. Constitution. That's what I'm seeing. And then I'm realizing that, okay, these people are corrupt. Then it goes to, after the corruptness, it goes to, dang, we don't got no representation. Like, we don't have no black representation. Like, nobody, no state reps. We got a lieutenant governor that's black. We have a black attorney general. We have a black mayor. We have 20 black aldermen. So no one is going to help. Like, this is just crazy. Like, and then dealing with the first year of me protesting outside. While I'm protesting outside, somebody in the city of Chicago decided to call up a black realtor. I don't even know if they're a realtor still, but it was a black realty company called Dior Realty, and told them to hurry up and put my mother's land for sale on there. Okay. I had to deal with that. I had to threaten the lady, Wilma Sargent, and tell her, you got 24 hours to take it off the MLS list, because what are you talking about that you got an email from my mother from a charlene.m.marsh@outlook.com. Like, that's how corrupt the city is. And they knew that they wrong when it comes to my mother's land. They know they want that land so bad. So they tried anything and everything. So I had to deal with that. From that, you have to deal with other things as far as, oh, well, your alderman said that the reason why they knocked down the building was because of building violations. I don't care if it's 50,000 building violations. You cannot knock down somebody's building unless you go to buildings court. But the city of Chicago has just do what they want to do. Their policies do not override the U.S. Constitution. They also don't override the federal demolition laws. They also do not override any laws, the federal law, the federal demolition laws. They don't override the U.S. Constitution. So, and they don't override your civil rights. So that's the thing. It's always a weirdo. I had to deal with that. But anyway, that's what they used to. They so used to just telling black people those things when it comes to our communities, our properties. And they've done it for so long that they don't have a new script. That's their script. You understand? Like, that's their script. So it's building violations. Oh yeah, we can knock it down. No, you cannot. But y'all are running a legal eminent domain scheme in the buildings department, and y'all been doing it for a very long time with the help of the aldermen, with the help of the aldermen, because they're getting kickbacks. So they've been selling out our community for a long time, and no one does not call that out. So that's the problem. Okay, so that's how all this started. But I will break this down and let people, I want people to understand this. I got into this fight not caring about what anybody thinks. That's number one. Number two is I got into this fight with nobody but myself. Okay, now I met Miss Jessica down there, but I came in this fight for Charlene Marsh. Number two is when I started this fight, and when I realized that the press was in on it, when I realized that nobody was going to take this story, when I realized that I'm dealing with a corrupt system, a democratic corrupt system, I called Charlemagne. And I told Charlemagne, I need 30 minutes on the Breakfast Club. And he gave me 30 minutes on the Breakfast Club, because there's no way in the world that y'all think, the city of Chicago thinks that they're going to get away with knocking people's buildings down, stealing people's property through all types of ways, and think y'all gonna get away with it. It does not work like that. And that is the problem with our community. So instead of making lives about trying to expose somebody, you need to be you really need to understand what my fight is. And my fight is for us. I'm Black and I'm a woman before anything. And I think I need to understand that. Number two is I don't have an allegiance to anybody but my mama. That's number two. Number three is I never gave a fuck. Never. And if anybody want to take it there, I'm going to take it to hell. And that's what I'm doing when it comes to the government. So if anybody want to try to get me off my square because you don't have a mission, then go find you a mission. Because ain't no Black conservative man would ever, a real Black conservative man, a real king would never have spent 30 minutes to an hour talking about little old Zoe.
Or nothing. Like it
okay, but hey, this too. I didn't copy anything from nobody. Not one person. Like I said, it was 3 people that was coming down there. 3
by y'allself
on a consistent basis. 2, Mr. Blakemore always been down there because he's a concerned citizen. Me and Miss Jessica have property issues, and Michael was dealing with a housing situation. Okay, and
nobody else. Nobody else. Every day. Nobody else. Nobody.
Huh?
I said nobody else. It was just
nobody.
Nope.
So that's
nobody
what you
else.
Understand the overall solution in my case is for them to settle my mother's case. The reason why I voted for Trump, because that is an issue too now. The reason why I voted for Trump was because, again, I look at this as bad customer service from the Democratic Party. I've never had an allegiance to any of these parties, never really cared about voting, because at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do anyway. And I was young, not mature enough to really even care and see. The only reason why I'm invested the way that I'm invested is because I'm fighting for my mother, and I see that, okay, Black people are at a state of emergency. We are in trouble. And God, and this probably was my calling. This probably was my calling, and that's just what it is. But what I'm not going to do is go back and forth with baby coons in the making. That's what I'm not going to do, because baby coons in the making is why we are set back right now.
That's right.
You got the baby coons in each. You have the baby coons over here on the Republican side. You also have the baby coons over here in the Democratic side.
Fans.
Now,
you got fans. Fans. Only fans.
Yeah. And that is the issue. Okay. So, and like I said on the Breakfast Club, you have to revamp both of these parties because they're both trash. And then you've got people that take it all the way to the extreme right. You got people that take it all the way to the extreme left, and ain't nobody got no critical thinking skills or common sense. And that is the problem with the Black community. Okay? I don't care about Fox. I don't care about ABC. I don't care about NBC. I don't care about any of those. I want the city of Chicago to settle my case. I want the city of Chicago to make rights. This is my mother's hometown. And they're going to make right. Okay? Because I'm going to go to the top. Because I was one of the people who helped change this new administration. I don't care about no DEI. I don't care about anything. Somebody sent me something today talking about something. Target is going to take out DEI products. Good. We should have our own Target.
And you lost
we should have our own corporations. The fact that in 2024 we don't have our own corporations is crazy. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
The fact that y'all sell these $billion, Mael Organics is a prime example. You sold your stuff to Procter and Gamble for $1 billion, and they have messed up your product to the point that people curls aren't even the curls that it used to be because we just be selling our stuff. That is the problem in our community. Again, I am super pro-Black. I love who I am. I love my people, even the slow ones. However, I am not going to go back and forth with people who self-hate themselves. Okay? Anybody does not see their skin color first, I can't rock with you. Everybody else gets it but our community, because you've got people that go back and forth. That's just what y'all do. And that's been like that for a long time. And that's everybody has to be the leader. No, and we all can do our own thing. Like I said, that Miss Jessica told me the first time I ever had a conversation with her on the phone. As long as everybody get to 4. And I've always said that. I've been called all types of stuff down there. Plants, all types of stuff. All because I'm just not going to settle with, I'm just not going to let them tell me anything down there. I'm also not going, when I know my rights and when I have common sense and critical thinking skills, I'm not going to let them put me up on the 3rd floor like they try to do with that whole plexiglass right there, like you're an animal. There's some things that I'm just not going to do. I have class, and I've always had class, but I also will get down if I got to get down, and I'm not afraid to say that, because that's the problem. Ain't nobody got down with the government, and that's why we are where we are now. I'm not going to let, this is my generational wealth. You think I care about any other organization copying off of anybody's organization? I didn't even care about doing an organization. If it wasn't for Patrice saying, you going down there all the time, Zoe. You're making a new, you're there, you did Breakfast Club, all that stuff. When I did Breakfast Club, I could immediately start doing my YouTubes. I did not, because I didn't even care about doing YouTube lives and all that stuff. I wanted to settle my case. That's all I wanted. But once I saw that I had to take it there, and then you dealing with somebody who's already organized, and that's what she does for a living, she got me organized. And how she got me organized was Chicago Flips Red, because I said that.
You did say that.
I didn't know about any other organization when it came to me first saying down there that if they don't settle my case, I'm gonna flip Chicago Red. It was saying that because how are y'all letting me come down here and y'all not saying nothing or doing nothing? If I was an alderman, if I was the mayor, I would have been got me out of there. I would have been got Miss Jessica out of there. I would have been sat with you, with both of us and been like, okay, let me see what you got. You understand what I'm saying? So it was terrible customer service. But then when you dig deep and you realize, like, oh, This is a game, and they've been doing this for a long time. They
Mhm.
make it like, oh, it's the Republicans. Nah, it's both of y'all. But the Democrats, y'all really showed yourself. Y'all really
Mhm.
showed who y'all were. And y'all showed, and I'm fighting the most corrupt Democrats in America. Everybody knows Chicago is the most corrupt city on the planet. So because I'm not scared to take it there with them, because they are not upholding the U.S. Constitution, you would think that y'all would be by my side, because you don't have no mission, my boy. You
Mhm.
never had a mission. You don't.
Mhm.
You believe that we received our reparations already. You're a black man who's very open as a black Republican, and you believe that we got our reparations already. So yeah, you are a Byron Donalds. And
And so
I don't respect Byron Donalds. I don't respect Tim Scott, and I don't have to. I don't respect Ron DeSantis. I don't have to. Just like I don't respect Jasmine Scott. Jasmine
Jasmine
Crockett.
Crockett.
I don't respect Roland Martin. I don't respect Issa Presley. I don't respect AOC. I don't respect Biden. I don't respect Kamala Harris. I'm grown. I'm grown and I can do that. I don't have to be at the end of the day, if I'm going to go Republican, I have to. No, that's the problem. You have to start calling these people out. You have to start calling, because if you don't start calling these people out, it's going to continue to happen. Little baby coons are being made.
Because
Baby coons are everywhere. Like little white liberals are being made.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Little black coons are being made. These are going to
Mm-hmm.
be the new gatekeepers. Nah, you got to get rid of all of this right now.
Yup.
Yeah, so that's what I'm on. But to sit here and say that we took your idea and all that, boy,
It's way deeper.
I never cared about you. I never cared about your red hat. I never cared about after you were sent to because I didn't even want you on I didn't even know who you were. But you were sent to be on my panel because somebody else couldn't make it. So they sent you. And I didn't know that you were going to be like that. I didn't know that you didn't believe in reparations. I would have never had that conversation with you. But since you said that you didn't believe in reparations, I got up and I said, yeah, we're done. We're done. I don't have nothing else to talk about. But I never talked to you after that, because I don't got nothing to talk to you about. You are the type of baby coon that Byron Donalds and Tim Scott is. We don't have nothing to talk about. I don't talk to coons. I don't have relations. Why would I talk to a coon? Why would I want to be even affiliated in a group with a coon with a coon like that? You are a certified coon. I don't care if you have 17,000 subscribers. My boy, your views are nothing. You are a certified coon. And the fact that the only reason why you did that video was because you wanted to get some type of clout. So I hope you got it. I hope I'm giving you what you want. But you are a bitch-made man. And that's just what it is.
But let me say,
and I don't have no respect for no bitch-man-made men. So that's just what it is. So I hope and pray that you find the strength to be a better man. Because if these are the new niggas that are out here for these women, even though he's married and God bless her soul, I really feel sorry. Because ain't no way in the world no real nigga, no real man would have ever took the time out to try to expose a person trying to say she didn't vote for Trump because she look what she did. He went all the way. Let me tell you, this is how obsessed it's a you got a sickness, my boy. You have some type of sickness. You scrolled down my whole page to go find something that said write in D. Perkins and Leigh. Yes, I ran for. Everybody knows I put my write-in candidacy in for presidency. However, a lot of my friends who could not vote for neither one wrote me in. Many people, everybody, I've lost friends because I voted for Trump. Because women swore they getting their reproductive their reproductive rights
you
was
was
going
arguing
out the window. Oh my God! Like
you been
we can't even
arguing with
talk
them.
about that no more.
You've been arguing with them all on before.
Yeah, like I literally lost friends.
A lot of them.
I literally lost friends because of my political stance. So like so I don't care about any of those things. This is the second. I just know this is the second guy that has made a video, and they always love to bring up, I'm not even from here. Oh well, y'all should be out here fighting. But y'all aren't, because y'all will kiss the white man's toe. That's the difference between you and I. I'll shake his hand. I'll give him a business proposal. Y'all have nothing. It's a difference between being a fan. It's a difference between talking to him because I have an issue and a problem. That's why we here. Okay? And I'm not doing another 60 years voting any type of way. And I think that's what y'all need to understand. We have no Freedman representation on on no sides. We have no Freedman representation. Do you think I care that they cut DEI? Absolutely not. Do you think I care about them cutting federal jobs when they barely don't do their work? Every time you go up to City Hall or any of these government jobs, they already let you know. Like, yeah, I mean, rude. They barely want to say hello. None of that. Yes, get up out of there. Get up out of there. Yeah. He's people just weird as hell. Like, what I gotta ask Trump to declassify my voting records so they can see that I voted for him?
Because you told me, you was like my friend, you was like, all my friends write my name in because they can't, but you know what, think about it. A lot of people sit on the couch this election.
This is just a weirdo. This is him right here. So we got to ban that too. He's gonna say he definitely was way out here more than you. I know that's him.
Okay, but listen. Listen, y'all. Listen, the problem is this, y'all. This is what you got to understand. It don't matter. This is the problem. However long somebody was out here and somebody else was out here, did it make a difference? Did it make a difference? And now it's making a difference. It was whenever they did back then. If it made a difference, that's great. It's great. Now you get people who get a new fight. Back then, we had to deal with these illegals and whatever time was back then. It's a new fight. Housing. It's a new fight. So you got people who on a whole new agenda, on a new fight. So what do you do?
That was him, Sean. That was him.
But what do? You don't, if we gotta come and go,
nothing.
If we gotta come and go, you don't badmouth whatever any organization is. If it's for the greater cause, you either come together or you just say,
but
okay, good.
But you got to understand, when you don't have a mission. See, Chicago Flips Red has a mission.
Yeah,
I have a mission. Chicago Flip Red tomorrow could end. Real talk. So everybody can say, you know what, tomorrow I don't want to be a part of Chicago Flip Red. I'm still going to do what I need to do. You understand what I'm saying? I've always done this stuff by myself, but that's the problem. See, and that's just me. I'm a dope ass person. I'm a humanitarian, but I'm dope, and I know how to create. I know how to make anything look dope. Always have, and I've always done it by myself. And so once and because of that, there's, instead of people seeing that, admiring that, and then wanting to work together and let's moving on, you're dealing with, I did that first.
What? But it's like, what did you do?
No, you did. You didn't know my mission. I have a mission. My mission is black. First of all, black first. I'm not no patriot. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not no patriot. I'm for America. I am for America, but I'm for black people. I'm for black people because that's the problem. There's nobody out here that represents black people. That's why we are where we are now. That's why we can't fill up City Hall. That's why we can't fill up the chambers, because we do not fight back. And that's just what it is, because we've normalized that the systems are not designed for us. The systems is a problem. Just like how they're going to drag out this DEI thing. This was the perfect thing to do, because understand what the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment is. Understand what Dred Scott read up about Dred Scott. Read up about what Freedman is. Read up about the Emancipation Proclamation. Read. And they don't read, because they've been so dependent on a government that's not for us. The Democratic Party has made them feel like the little thing that they give them is enough, but they can't. But they're still slaves. They can't say nothing. They can't do nothing. They can't speak up. They can't fight for nothing. They can't do any of that. Why there? You literally still in chains. So that is the problem. Dred Scott versus Sanford. Thank you. So that is the problem. So because of that, people have an issue with that. You understand? But that's the problem in the Black community. Yeah. The problem is they see me being this gay, masculine dyke. This gay, fat, masculine dyke. That's what they see. They don't see me being a Black woman that is fighting for us. So that's their problem. And because I have high self-esteem, because I know I'm that nigga, and I know that I love my peoples, that stuff doesn't bother me. Also, I know that I will drag you if I have to, because I've been in my own lane. You have a self-hatred issue. I can't help you with that. And whoever is putting them batteries in your back, they really need to take them out and let them cool out, because he's making you look crazy. Because at the end of the day, I have a mission. I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. Okay? And I'm not saying don't be a fan of him. But I voted for him because I realized that he is the only one that's going to challenge the system and not be bought the way that they say he's being bought. No, I know it's being bought. These black elected officials on the Democrat side. That's who's being bought. That's who's being bought. I reached out to Tim Scott. Tim Scott is over HUD, over housing in the Congress. When you're in the Senate, you know, they have like it's HUD and something else too. I reached out to him. I reached out to him too. I don't talk about it. He didn't respond. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm very smart. I know how to maneuver. I know how to write. I know how to go to the top. That's why this is so personal to me, because I've never, ever, ever have been shot down the way that I've been shot down. And it's crazy, because you would think that this would be coming from the Republican Party, and this is Democrats. Mm-hmm. So that's the problem. But before I even decided that, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and vote for Trump, I was trying to get us to boycott. I was trying to get us to hold our dollar. I did a whole survey, everything of how much money that we can make if we recycle our own dollar. How can we do this? What can we do? I've got my podcast. I talk about it on my audio podcast. D. Gregory taught me. I've always had ways that we can do it, because I'm an entrepreneur. Speaking of that, talking about something, I'm asking for donations and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I have to stop entrepreneuring to fight for us and fight for my mother. So yes, absolutely. You know why? Because I'm going down there 3-4 times a week. Okay. And that's what I can't even do my brand the way that I want to do my brand, because I gotta be on top of everything, because this is a corrupt city.
But wait a minute, let me say this. First of all, people been flooding us. How can I donate? How can I help y'all? How can I do this? Y'all need this, y'all like this. But what I see is another organization doing the same thing. Go fund me. Go do this. Go do that.
Right. But I don't say anything.
We don't say anything.
Never did say anything, because at the end of the day,
I'm not
on what y'all on. I'm on a whole nother mission to sit these meetings first. It's crazy, man. I went to one meeting and I didn't ask to go. Okay, it was a team effort, and when we saw how far it was off the exit, niggas never went back. We met halfway when we were invited to Billy Goat for like different events and stuff, but no. I never was affiliated with that. So whatever is being said out there, no, absolutely not. And I live on the south side. Even before that, my mother lived downtown in Streeterville. That's how I know about that shelter that was there. You understand? Like I know that, yeah, like it got weird. And it got weird because we hate our own selves. Everybody gotta be to the top. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna be on this journey with 1,000 people or with just me. Because at the end of the day, my fight ain't everybody else's fight. And that's why people need to understand that. None of these people have stood by me at a press conference.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? None of these people have decided that, hey, Zoe, what you got going on? Let's figure out something that has to do with the housing or with properties or anything like that. Nothing. It's like they can't get it through their mind that the city can take your stuff. They can't get it through their mind that this is a paid off property because they pay a mortgage. They cannot get this out their mind because people just have selfish mentality. They just have a selfish mentality. So if you got a selfish mentality, I can't expect you to be on the same wave as me. But what you're not gonna do is try to mess my character up because you are a hater, because you are mad. Yeah, you were the last city hall meeting. You were picked. You spoke, and that was it. Nobody didn't stop you. Nobody didn't. I didn't see you anywhere after that. You understand? And that's where it's a competition thing. You know how many times that I've spoken out and they didn't put me on TV, but they put Miss Jessica on TV. They put P. Ray on TV. They put somebody else on TV. They put Miss Loran on TV. I don't care about that. I'm trying to get my case settled so I can build my nation. I want my own nation. I ain't think about nothing else. I want my own nation. These people is weird. You dealing with a lot of undiagnosed people out here in America. It's hella undiagnosed people out here, and a lot of people that are just pitiful. And you got to deal with that because they hate themselves. So because they hate themselves, they want to take it out on you, or you got people, again, putting batteries in people's back. I ain't the one. And that's why I need people to understand. This is my last time. I'm going to address it. I'm not addressing it anymore. I don't care if he does 15 of these. I do not care. Okay, I only address it one time. And that's it. Be well. I'm going to tell you what's up. Just be well. I wish you the best. I wish you the best. I hope you're the best postal man on earth. Okay, I hope, because I know you deliver packages and shit. So I want you to be the best postal worker. That Trump gives you a medal. Okay, I hope Trump gives you a medal for being the best postal worker. Okay, and if you live in Indiana, because them tags at Indiana after you left the panel. If you live in Indiana, I hope you be the best Indiana postal worker that there is. Okay, please. Okay, and that's just what it is. And that's it. Enjoy your life.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that y'all find a mission. I hope you find a mission, young man. And I hope that you are 26 years old. And I really, really, really hope that you decide that you'll be better than a baby coon, because right now you're a baby coon. And I hate that you're a baby coon, because you're a handsome man, but you are a baby coon in the making. And I hate to see that. I hate to see that. I hate that your children's gonna see that you're a baby coon. I hate that you're probably raising baby coons. I really hope that your wife is not a baby coon. I really hope that your mama's not a baby coon. I hope your father's not a baby coon. I hope they probably are upset at you even doing the things that you do. So I'm just saying, leave me out of it. But if you want to include me, cool. But this is my last time saying anything to you, because I don't say anything to you when I see you in person, because you are irrelevant.
Mm.
Just like them suits that you had on while you were down in DC. Irrelevant. Zara had a sale, my boy. You could have went to Zara and got you some new suits. How dare you come down there with them suits? Okay? That's what you should have been focusing on, them suits. And how dare your wife let you pack them suits and bring it down there? Because it was given that you balled them up and put them in. You didn't even have a little hanger or anything. How dare you do that to Trump? How dare you do that to Trump? All right.
So the thing is, listen, y'all. People, the problem is this. You are allowed. We're not the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party don't want you to have a voice. Don't want you to think for yourself. It's all one. You got to think the way they think. And if you don't agree with everything they want, then you outcast.
This may not be for you, Amber. I can bring whoever, anybody that brings me up, I'm going to bring up whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I pray for the kids, but this may not be your channel. So you can go on their channel, but over on this channel, this is my channel, and ain't nobody gonna come on my channel. No, ain't nobody gonna do a live about me and don't even know me. You know nothing about me at all. So yes, I'm bringing everything in. Everything. Yes. That's how it works. That's how it works. Take it there. He took it there.
Yeah, and so the thing is, this is how you know. Listen, we don't have to agree with. It's some things that look at it. Trump, everybody, the Trump supporters.
How about band? How about band? How about that Amber Johnson band?
What you say?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I said band. If Amber Johnson was like, if he's a coon, what are you? How about your band?
Like I said, it's things that Vivek and Elon, the Trump supporters, didn't like, and they was vocal about it. Use on X, they went in on Vivek and Elon. They went in because you allowed to have your opinion. You allowed to not like everything that the Republicans do. You allowed to do that. You allowed to have your own thoughts. So they didn't like what they said. They voiced their opinion, and that's what it was. You got to respect everybody's opinion. We might not like. Let me tell you something about Byron Donalds. Until I don't like a lot of the things they do. You know why? Because my problem is this, and I think that's what I love Trump. I love Trump policies. I love what Trump stands for. I love his message. I love that. But certain Republicans, Mitch McConnell, all them, I can't stand. So the problem is this: when you get people, listen to what we are saying. We're black first. We have no representation. Everybody, listen, you got Hispanics fighting. Look how hard they fighting for these illegals. Look how hard illegals get representation. They learning they amendments. The schools are closing down, not letting ICE in. Look how hard they're going for these illegals. Look how hard they're going for Asians. Look how hard this country is going for everybody. Black people have no representation. It's nothing. We're the lowest economically. So we are in a dire state. And when you get some people who are Republicans, who are conservatives, and say, hey, Black, we're talking about a black economics. We're talking about a black plan. We're talking about the black community. What we gonna do for the black community? And then you mad? Now, if you don't believe in reparations, then that's cool. That's on you. But you can't get mad because somebody else do. How dare you get mad at that? If you don't believe in that, then you're supposed to say, okay, that ain't my
How dare
thing.
you get mad? How dare you get mad at somebody that you created a whole scenario in your mind about?
Yeah.
Boy, I've never seen you down at City Hall them 2 years that I was going down there.
Never seen
unless it was a City Hall meeting, unless a city council meeting, and that's only when it started getting popular. When it started getting hot
popular
down there, that's when you started. But I've been there plenty of times. It's been very empty up in there.
Y'all been there every day.
I'm not sitting here and saying you got to be at every committee meeting, because again, I'm fighting the establishment because they unlawfully knocked down my family's building and have yet to pay them, and that's violation of the Fifth Amendment. So I'm not saying that we have the same fight, but don't sit here and try to make up this weird scenario in your mind about me hijacking whatever you think that you had going on or whatever. Like, no.
We don't even know.
No, like, nigga, you're a clown. You a certified clown. You give clown vibes.
You've been there every day.
You are a clown. I don't hang with clowns. I don't talk to clowns. I don't engage with clowns or any of that. Anybody, you a clown. You are a clown. I really think that you're a clown. A young 26-year-old clown.
But people see, though, listen to what I'm saying. People see. Who did they see? Who did they see? Who inspired people? Who did they see? You and Miss Jessica.
There's others. No. There's others down there.
No, but
there's others.
Yeah, that's others. What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. It's others. But every day, and I'm just trying to get every day, you all are down there every day, way more than I can ever. Y'all down there every day, mostly.
We definitely are down there every day.
See that? You see what I'm saying? And not just with council, when, like you said, now it's hot and you want to be on TV or whatever like that, every day fighting a fight when ain't no cameras there, when nobody there. You see what I'm saying? Right. So to say that, oh, it's just because of us and you trying to hijack our stuff, that's an insult. You understand what I'm saying? Because when nobody was down there, you was down there, Miss Jessica was down there. I'm not talking about it. Moore was probably down there, but I'm talking about y'all. You see what I'm saying? Mr. Blake Moore, because I know y'all like that. So it may be others that you know, but I'm just saying. So how dare anybody with, it's just like me saying, mad because somebody else come down there and they fight is with something else. Everybody got their different fight. You just come together because we all have one common goal.
Yeah, it's just honestly, it's a mindset thing, and a mindset thing is never going to change.
I think it's hated. I think it's that I'm just gonna call it what it is, though. It's because no matter what I don't believe in, it's stuff that I don't believe in, but I would never go make a whole lie. Let me just be honest. It's things that I don't like about certain organizations. It really is. But it's a lot of things, but I would never go make a laugh and say, I'm calling out so-and-so, so-and-so. For me to do that, Zoe, I have to be dealing with some real deep hating. Seriously, I have to be seeing some things happening that I'm like, oh, I hate that this is happening with them and this and that. You have to be on some other stuff seriously to do that, because I'm not. If you don't believe what I believe, or you don't think what I think, it's okay. It's cool. You say I don't expect you to, but if we gotta come and go, and that means helping out Chicago. Helping flip Chicago red, helping Black people in Chicago. If that's the goal and everybody doing their part, no matter what, I don't like what you doing, the goal is being accomplished. But if I got hating in my heart, see, it's where your heart is at. I know that's when I'm gonna go make a lie and say I'm gonna expose you. You didn't say, well, Zoe, lead us next. You said Chicago flips red. That means you trying to hurt the whole organization, because the whole organization is making noise. Because we're not trying to. They coming to us because we care about what we're doing. We care about our community. We care about the Black citizens, and we care about what's happening. We want a Black economic plan for us. We're on a mission. So people are coming to us. And You got to have some hate in your heart to go laugh and do that. I would be saying like this, oh God, they getting some good exposure. This is gonna help the Black community.
It's
This is
just
gonna
it's teamwork. The thing is, they
it's
don't see the team.
as
They don't see the four. They don't
as
see the four that Miss Jessica has always taught me. That's one of the
yeah,
great. That's one of the greatest things that Miss Jessica taught me. That Malcolm Martin, Medgar Evers, Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan, Mr. Gregory, Harry Barrett, everybody was trying. Muhammad Ali was trying to get to liberation.
yes,
And everybody was doing it their type of way.
that type of way.
That's the first thing that I ever got. The first advice I ever got when I started this fight. So I came into this mindset of, okay, as long as we all, Mr. James Baldwin, we all got to get to 4. Okay, like that is just what I came. And then hearing from Mama Doris, it was, we are the Alpha and the Omega. You
Yeah,
understand? We were the beginning, we are the ending. You know what I'm saying? So that is what those 2 things will live in my mind, on top of what I've learned from Mr. Gregory and others. But those 2 are always at the forefront of my
right,
mind when it comes to this movement. And
right,
so it's nothing going to stop me. My mom, like, it's nothing that's going to stop me. I'm fighting for my mother. I'm fighting for us, but I'm fighting for my mother. And that is just what it is. But I also understand why people get what they get,
yeah,
and then they get out the game.
yeah,
Because you literally get taunted by your own people.
yeah.
All these white people see us as this inspiration.
They
They
love it.
see us as, wow, and they love that I'm speaking up for our people.
Yeah,
Like, you're like, about time. Like,
no,
about
they
time.
do.
Like, oh my God, because we're trying to figure out, like, when were you guys gonna wake up? You
Yeah,
understand? At first I felt like,
it's
what you mean?
right, right.
Wake up. Like, I felt some type of way, but then going through what I'm going through every other 60 days with the black people when it comes to this drama, like, this is civil rights drama. Why are we in civil rights drama?
Listen. So they just spit.
Thank you.
Listen,
Someone gave us $20.
thank
Thank
you, but
you.
thank
Okay, so
you. Listen,
somebody says sanctuary cities are determined by city council. There are a lot of Hispanics in leadership in Chicago pushing for illegal. How can we get more black conservatives in local office that will help us? We gotta organize. Like, we're working on doing town halls. We have to organize and get these people out. But also, we gonna have to find people that want to run. That's the problem. People want to get these people out. People say they tired of them, but then nobody don't want to run for office. So that's
but
a
the thing,
problem too.
yeah, but the thing is, if okay,
All right,
you
Chicago Fist Red. How about here you go, Brent? The fact that they keep making new stuff, that's how you know that it's mentally ill.
but see, my thing is this though. Okay, you see what we trying to do. You see, it's not stopping. We're trying to get the mindset because we understand that because we get most of the hate from the black people because we voted for Trump and we for Trump. So we're trying to change the mindset. We're trying to let people understand and see how their arguments are selling them out. We're coming with receipts. We're showing them what's going on. We're trying to let y'all know how we got to this place and who has been selling us out. We trying to show y'all that. And for somebody to say that they on that same mission, they care about, and they see that we are showing this, and for you to come and try to hate on that, that's what I'm talking about. For everything that's going on, we got Brandon Johnson sit up there, got videos on the train station and buses, spending our tax dollars with videos and train stations on the buses telling illegals to know their rights. You can be talking about all that. You take your time to make a video about the people who are exposing all of this, who are exposing this corrupt system, who are really fighting. You take your time.
That's because he ain't got no motion. So when you ain't got no motion, that's what happens. So
But that's
and you
crazy.
can't. Yeah, but hey, when you ain't got no motion, that's just what happens. When he finds motion and a mission, he won't even be thinking about us. But
We
until
didn't think about
until
you.
he
Right.
finds the motion in the mission, there's not nothing in it. So all he gonna do is be miserable
Yup.
and become miserable. So like I say, God bless him. God bless whoever's riding with him. And just know, don't come this way no more. And
Yeah.
that's what it is, because I really, 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 really don't want to get grimy. And I will get grimy
No, we
because
gonna
I
keep
know
it.
a lot of shit about a lot of shit over
Yeah.
there.
But
So I'm
no,
trying
but
not to be grimy.
I
So I
know.
just really advise, I'm just going to say this one last time, we're going to move on to something else. I really advise people really to let me enjoy this mission and let me do what I need to do to take care of my family and to take care of others that want to join, that's following in what we're trying to do, and that's that. And because like I said, I don't care. I do not care, and I come with all of the receipts. I do not care. I am not the one. I cannot help that y'all pussy and don't want to go up against the establishment. I can't help that y'all y'all have Stockholm syndrome and y'all don't want to expose these corrupt characters that's pushing that is making us the way we are. We can't get ahead because we're dealing with gatekeepers and then scary ass people who swear that they about that life, but don't want to put these people on blast when they are using our taxpaying dollar and playing with them. So that's just what it is. It's my last time. I ain't got nothing else to say about him. He's done. It's over with. It's ending. And I really hope nobody else from over there ain't got nothing else to say. I hope people go stay over there, and I'm gonna stay over here, and I'm gonna continue my mission. And y'all have a good day. Now, moving on to what the whole purpose of Famous Friday when it comes to Chicago Flips Red. We did Chicago Defender.
That was great. I loved that they, because she was like, she took a chance,
Yeah, nothing more about that person when they realized they were lied to. Yeah, people. Yeah, you're right. It's gonna happen, Tyler. But sometimes you just gotta keep it a buck, because ain't nobody got time for nobody. Yeah, I don't play that. Like, people like, well, be the bigger person. Yeah, I'm the bigger person after I say what I gotta say. All right. Now, yeah, so we did Chicago Defender. Shout out to Marcel Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for taking the time to do Chicago Defender. Chicago Defender, if you did not read the article, it is in the Chicago Defender, and honestly, it really breaks down the whole reason why Chicago Flip Red came about. And Chicago Flip Red came about, honestly, when it comes to me and Miss Jessica, was the frustration of we couldn't get any help from the federal government, the state government, and the local government when it came to our cases and our situation. Ms. Jessica's dealing with a probate situation. I'm dealing with a legal eminent domain and have not yet to be compensated. And what I've learned in my fight is that the city of Chicago has been running an unlawful eminent domain scheme for the longest in our communities. So and also I realized that while fighting this case, that the Democratic Party makes money off of our oppression. And making money off of our oppression for a very long time, and nobody hasn't checked it. And I'm not saying that people have said something, but nobody has literally checked it like this, like to actually put on a whole political move, to let a bold political mood and a bold political move stance in a city like Chicago. That is the difference between us and any other group in the city of Chicago or the state of Illinois, or I don't know, probably anywhere else. That is what's the difference between Chicago Flip Red. Okay, that is and like I said, I've lost friends because I decided that I was riding. I was gonna ride this Republican wave, and and I don't feel bad about my choice. I don't feel bad about
Mm-hmm.
my choice at all. I feel like good.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime somebody come back and try to tell me good, that's
Mm-hmm.
great. Absolutely. That's what you get. That's what you get. We don't know how to stick together anyway.
Because
We don't have no mission. We don't have anything. Y'all got mad when Q came to him with a package. Y'all just mad. Y'all just angry. Y'all have Stockholm syndrome. Y'all mad at everybody. You mad if you don't vote red. You mad if you vote red. You mad if you sit on the couch. You mad if you say hi to a politician. You mad if you wave to Elon Musk. You mad? I mean, it's gonna be mad. People just gonna be mad. You understand?
Yep.
Like, but we the only ones that don't understand that we are the biggest corporation in America. We are the biggest business in America. We spend the most money in America, and we're not seeing no return. They're not seeing any of that. They're not seeing that we're being held back because we're dealing with gatekeepers.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? They're not understanding that at the end of the day, we don't have no freedmen representation in leadership, in Congress, in government, in anything. We have nothing. We are dealing with a group of people on both sides that are black that don't have no representation for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to get into Congress. We have to get in politics, and we have to create that pipeline for us.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the best way to do it with that man in office. I don't care what any of y'all say.
Yup.
I don't care what any of y'all say. He's the only president that acknowledged that we built this country, and we have yet to get recognition for it.
Yeah.
Also, when y'all talk about the DEI situation, the executive order protecting the meaning and value of American citizenship, you guys forget. Maybe you should go on the White House website and look. But it says, by the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, is I hereby order Section 1, purpose. The privilege of United citizenship is a priceless and profound gift. The 14th Amendment states, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and are subject to the jurisdiction therefore of are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. The provision rightly repudiated the Supreme Court of the United States' shameful decision in Dred Scott v. Sanford, which misinterpreted the Constitution as permanently excluding people of African descent from eligibility of the United States citizenship solely based on their race. People don't even understand Dred Scott v. Sanford. Also, Ann Couture, that everybody says is a racist, and yes, she be giving racist vibes. She also acknowledged the 14th Amendment is for us. Mm-hmm. You understand? That's another thing that people need to understand, and that's another reason why I went the way I went. When I sued Delta, and I sued Delta in a red state, okay, Georgia at the time, and I had a Republican federal judge and all that. She went by the law. Mm-hmm. She went by the law, and I think that's what people need to understand. Like, the law is the law, and that's why I rock with them too. So that is it. We, as a people, as freedmen, need to use our freedmen name. That's the problem. Y'all can sit here and say that it's going to be complicated. It's not. Niggas is lazy. People don't want to do the work. People don't want to challenge it. Everybody right now in the United States of America that's American citizens, especially black people, have a lawsuit against every sanctuary state. Yeah. Any sanctuary state that is literally going to uphold the 14th Amendment for some illegals, but not for the American citizens, that's a lawsuit. It's been a lawsuit. We just brush it over to the side.
Anybody, any sanctuary city that allow the federal officers to come in and get a citizen, and they not allowing them to come in and get illegals, that's discrimination to me.
It is.
That's a lawsuit.
I don't think people understand that. Like that is it's a they're committing a crime.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's discrimination.
And I don't think, and it's like, you know, I'm starting to see people, because what they're doing now is they're lying and saying stuff like ICE is going into the schools, getting the children, separating the kids, and all that stuff.
But if
y'all didn't mind when the kids were separated in the 80s,
right?
Y'all didn't care about the kids being separated in the 90s. Y'all didn't care about none of that. Y'all didn't care about breaking up the family. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the hypocrisy for me. It's the hypocrisy for me.
And if you commit a crime, Zoe, as a citizen, and they come and lock your butt up, they gonna go right to that school and get your kid and take them to DCFS. You see what I'm saying? They ain't. That's what
I don't even know if DCFS even work anymore.
But what I'm saying is, if you commit a crime as an American citizen, they gonna lock your butt up, and if ain't nobody, they gonna come and get your kid, and it is what it is because you committed a crime. People came over here illegally, so that's now you commit asylum fraud. Now you could commit welfare fraud because you getting assist and all that. Everything that you would be locked up for, American citizens, they go now. Y'all got the nerve to feel sorry and be and say they wrong because they coming in because they broke the law and they going in there to get the kids. It's the law, y'all. It's when you break laws.
They play it in our face. They play in our face all day.
It's crazy.
But instead of fighting them, we're fighting each other. Like, it's misdirected anger. Black America has a lot of misdirected anger in our community. And because I was so fortunate to understand the importance of mental health, and my mother made sure that we understood the importance of mental health by having us in therapy growing up and stuff. I see a lot of things that are much different than other people, and it's not nothing wrong with that, but I realize that everything, you can have Christian views, you can have all of this, you can go from the Bible, but at the end of the day, mental health is a serious thing, and we're not getting that because we're taught in our community that if you even think about therapy or anything like that, you crazy. Nah, it's crazy that you got all these pent up thoughts in your mind, and you're not releasing them in a positive way. You're not finding coping skills to release this, and that is the problem. Mm-hmm. And they're not going to help us find mental health resources because they know that how powerful we are. So that's why they don't mind going and paying certain people off. I know they're looking at me. I know they're looking at me right now, trying to figure out, how much do you think that we can give her so she can shut up? And they don't want us to have the information, especially now that we are the new adults, you understand, and what we're trying to do and stuff like that. But I have to go back. Can you? Was we kicked out of the ball?
Man,
I just want to just make sure that's just clear.
We had listen, y'all. We went in there, Mingo, did we had to do, and we left. And we left. You want to tell them why we left?
It was unorganized. This is the first time we've ever been to any type of inauguration or anything like that. And we have learned that you got to get there the time that it starts. You need to get there at the time that it starts. And we did not. We were supposed to have all the information on our phones and everything like that for the VIP. Actually, it was another person that was in there that he was actually was able to get in there, and he was calling me trying to get it, but you couldn't because no one was at the door making sure that the right people that had the VIP passes were getting there. A lot of people paid for them tickets. There were Asians that said, "Hey, we paid for VIP." There were other people, whites, all these people that paid, and because no one wasn't there to have the list to make sure the right people were in VIP. It was all over the place. People was holding their coats. Some people had the coats over there. It was just a lot, and I don't play stuff like that. I've been to better. I've done my own stuff. I've organized my own events. I've done my own events. I know if I was to have a gala in the future, I know how it would be and how it would be set up. So yeah, it was just not. It was unorganized, and it was over. And what happened was they probably put too many people on that list, and because they put too many people on that list, it was just a lot going on. But to actually say that we got kicked out of a ball is insane.
Listen, y'all. Let me say this. So what happened was, listen, y'all. We got there, and it's still. Let me say this. I don't care if we get there like 30 minutes late. It started at one time 30 minutes late. It's still. When you on the list of VIP, you supposed to say, "Hey, the list. You know your name. Show them your credentials, and you go in." So what happened was when we get there, the line is they got the VIP door closed, and because it's two doors, the VIP door closed. Now, man, y'all, I got a dress. I'm cold because I didn't bring no long coat. The line is on for the VIP is kind of long. But then I'm looking, and it's people outside. We got all type of color people, and they banging on the door like, "Let us in. We wait. It's cold. It's a net." And then I walk. So Zoe went to go park the car. I'm cold as heck. Standing in the VIP line. So I walk up to the door, and I'm like, can you let us in? We at VIP trying to show my credentials. And they saying that it's too packed. They can't let nobody else in. Now we ain't the one acting a fool. You got Asians talking about, hold on, we paid this much money and this is what we going, and we gonna get up in here. And they bamming on the door, right?
It got ghetto.
Hold on, y'all. So they actually paid. We didn't pay. So the line so now everybody start coming up to the door like, bamming on the door like, "Hey, y'all ain't letting us in," and showing that they paid, right? So when Zoe it's cold. So I just go in the other door, the general admission door. So Zoe come and we in there. Zoe come in, "Where y'all at?" And I said, "We in here." So when Zoe come in there, she said, "Well, y'all in VIP." I said, "Cause they ain't letting nobody in, and it's too cold out to be standing out there, and I ain't gonna go stand out there." So Zoe went around there, and they still the line on, whatever like that. Zoe told they like, "We can't let nobody in because." And Zoe like, "No, you gonna, and it wasn't just Zoe, it was so many elder people pissed, right, who paid. So he like, "Well, it's too packed," and what happened was he trying to explain to these other people, we let too many people in, and didn't nobody make sure they were supposed to be on the list. So now it's too packed that we can't let nobody else in, and and it was just like this. So Zoe like, "Oh no," you know what I'm saying? This is crazy. What if we would have paid all that money, y'all? What if we would have paid all that money?
Yeah, but to say we got kicked out, we left. It was I took you. You want your video?
We stayed there for a while,
and we left. Like it wasn't like nothing. It was.
We stayed there for a while.
I see Mr. Blakemore. I took his little video. Even Mr. Blakemore was walking in. When I was on time, I said the VIP thing. I don't know what's going on with this. I know that they gave us VIP. This is what they're showing. They give us VIP, but they're saying that was closed, and that was it. Then when I realized they ain't had no liquor, so not only you don't have no liquor, and we left, and that was just it. And I said, and in my mind, I said, well, maybe next time I will get there at 6:00, but I just think that's crazy because the night before we went to the Black Conservative Ball and it wasn't nothing like that.
Yeah, it was.
They had everything. They had the people there. They had the names there. They had the people ready. They had it wasn't. They had coat check. I mean, it was totally opposite of what we did, what we witnessed the night before. So
Yeah,
that was
that's
that.
what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think
So
it.
to say, yeah,
I don't
so
think it
that
was
was just
that.
crazy. I was trying to figure out, how did you even get up in that motherfucker? You understand? You
Huh?
want to be quite honest.
You said what?
I said, I was trying to figure, like, to sit and say that, like, you don't even know me, you don't know my stat, you don't know anything about me, but to say, like, yeah, you got kicked out is crazy. Like, you obsessed. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because we trying to
wanted to make that. I wanted to make that clear too. No one didn't get kicked out.
No, and
So,
actually, y'all, we had, like I said, everybody, and then what happened is the line had got real short because everybody else from the VIP that was outside started coming to the general admission. So they stand there. So now, after a while, and then Zoe like, I'm finna, let's go, let's get ready to go because. And I'm like, you want to try to go since the line is short? She like, no, because that's crazy. Like, it don't make sense. So that's what happened. We left. It wasn't nobody mad. Wasn't nobody arguing. Nobody. None of that, y'all.
yeah, it wasn't
We
no
just
arguing. It wasn't
now
going
other people were
off.
arguing.
I didn't go off. I didn't show off.
No.
I didn't do any of those type of things. So
Now look,
I
so
don't know what was told or who started that rumor, but I guess that will add to the plant rumor, to that, like, y'all sick.
but y'all listen.
Find a
Listen.
mission. Find a mission.
Y'all, but listen. Them other was going off. I'm not gonna lie. Them other people who paid, they
but I'm not
they
Asian.
barely kicking on the door.
But we weren't. But at the end of the day, say that. Don't
Say
let me. Yeah. It's just that when a person don't like you, he doesn't like you, and that's
yeah.
fine. I don't like him either, but I don't mention him. So that's
But don't lie. Don't lie on us. Don't ever do that.
I don't like you either. Never cared for you.
Don't ever lie on us.
Never
For
cared.
real.
Never cared for a black coon.
Don't ever.
Anyway,
Okay, so yeah, now see, we gotta get that straight. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I just wanted to let that know. Yeah. We need a forensic. So another thing that I spoke about it this morning was a forensic audit. I see that, I don't know, Charmaine is still on here, but a forensic audit. I always used to talk about an audit, but honestly, if it wasn't for Charmaine is the one who called me and was like, Zoe, it's a forensic audit. And she breaks down why it's a forensic audit, because she went and had a meeting with some people, and that's what they were saying, that's what needed to be. Because I kept saying, like, man, like, we need to figure out, we need to audit, something like that, you understand, like, to see how much money that. But she broke it down. I think it was our first year, a meeting, first year going down there and stuff like that. She would go down there and be like, Zoe, it's a forensic audit. This is what we need to start demanding and all that. So that's when I started doing my research and stuff like that. And you're absolutely right. So a forensic audit is a detailed examination and analysis of financial records to uncover potential fraud, mismanagement, or corruption. Unlike a standard audit, a forensic audit is often used in legal proceedings and focus on tracing financial activities to detect irregularities. I can never say that word. Theft, embezzlement, and compliance violations. So, key features of a forensic audit include investigation of financial records, scrutinizing bank statements, accounting systems, invoices, payroll. They focus on fraud detection, identifying fraudulent activities such as bribery, kickbacks, or misappropriation of funds. The legal component is findings are often used as evidence in lawsuits or criminal cases. Tracing money flows, tracking where money came from, where it went, whether it was used appropriately, for sure. That's number one right there. Uncovering non-compliance, ensuring adherence to laws, regulations, and internal policies. The key Chicago departments I feel like needs to be audited is the Chicago Department of Finance. They're responsible for the city's budget, contracts, and payroll. A forensic audit would uncover hidden discrepancies of wasteful spending. Chicago Department of Housing. Examining how funds are used for affordable housing, and if there's mismanagement in grants or housing programs. The Chicago Police Department auditing Chicago CPD's overtime budget, use of federal funds, and payouts for misconduct settlements. Chicago Department of Streets and Sanitation investigating waste and contracts, or whether funds allocated to city services are utilized, because I even know if streets and sanitation comes over to the south side. I don't even know if they do. Chicago Public School scrutinizing spending with construction projects, procurement, and allocation of funds to underserved schools. Department of Family and Support Services, I didn't even know that they're still around. Reviewing how social services funds are spent, especially for programs targeting vulnerable populations and the illegal immigrants. Also, I'm big on the COVID-19. First, the Chicago Department of Buildings, because I want to know about the public construction contracts for fraud or pay-to-play schemes. Investigate whether developers or contractors have benefited unfairly. Focus on bribery, favoritism, and permitting, and use of public funds for building projects. COVID-19 relief funds, billions in federal and state relief were distributed to Chicago during the pandemic. Mismanagement or fraud in release distribution could have diverted funds away from residents and small businesses. Allocation of funds for small business grants, public health initiatives, vaccine rollouts, and rent assistance. Chicago Department of Public Health, the funds meant for community health programs, especially post-COVID-19, and investigate public contracts for testing sites, vaccination programs, community clinics, and epidemiology, because I said they spent $1.4 billion on epidemiology. The illegal immigration fund, Chicago's designed as a sanctuary city, and it means public resources are allocated to assist undocumented immigrants, aka illegals. We need to see if those funds were used appropriately or diverted into their pockets. Oh yeah. I ain't talking about him.
What did they say?
It was saying the person who said we received our reparations is lost. Yeah, I know.
But you know, it's some people, listen, you all, it's some black people who don't believe that they not care, they don't care about reparations, and they don't fight for it, they don't want it. They be like, I don't need it, that ain't what I'm concerned. And that's fine, y'all. Listen, if that's the way you feel, that's fine. But do not try to down somebody else who do believe in that after they didn't pay all these, after they didn't gave all these illegals all this money. So what I'm saying is, if you got a difference of opinion on different things, listen, y'all, that's fine. We're not a monolith. Everybody can think for themselves. Everybody got different opinions. That's cool. We're not the Democrat Party. So you're allowed to do that. But don't when you start now trying to down somebody for what they believe in, down somebody because they don't believe the way you believe, down somebody for that, then we got a problem. That's it.
Then we got a problem.
Because you're not going to see me. And this is how you know that you're doing something out here. And I'm very serious, you all. If you wasn't making no noise, if didn't nobody care about you, if you wasn't doing nothing, if you wasn't really doing something to make changes in your neighborhood and things like that, people wouldn't even be worried about you. You think you will get you think people be talking about you? No, they won't at all. So
I just want us all to understand that we got to get to 4. But like Charmaine says, because he's on here, yes, we need a forensic audit. It's very detailed. Problem is they are so corrupt they did not release all the invoices when the FOIA requests for receipts were originally made. Yeah, that's why you just have to go. Like, the feds are coming.
Yeah.
Nobody saying. We're gonna talk about this TIF money. the tax increment financing money, TIF funds meant for neighborhood improvement and economic development. It's usually been criticized, benefiting from wealthy developers in downtown areas instead of underserved communities. And then you have your sellout politicians that are selling you out. And they've been doing that for a long time. Chicago Housing Authority, because they're still in the green, which is crazy. I don't know how Chicago Housing Authority is in the green. So we would like to see a forensic audit how they mismanage their federal funds. And the overall goal for me is Operation Greylord. And maybe you guys are not familiar with Operation Greylord, but Operation Greylord was a major FBI investigation into corruption in the Cook County court system in Chicago during the late 1970s and early 1980s. The operation focused on exposing bribery and other unethical practices involving judges, lawyers, court clerks, and police officers. It is considered to be one of the largest judicial corruption scandals in U.S. history. Scope of the corruption: judges and court personnel were accepting bribes to influence case outcomes, including traffic violations, felony charges, and civil cases. That's what they're still doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Lawyers were paying off judges to secure favorable rulings for their clients.
See?
The FBI used undercover agents posing as attorneys and court staff to gather evidence. Other 90 individuals were convicted, including judges, lawyers, clerks, and police officers.
That's why you can't find no judges and lawyers, like Zoe was saying, when it's trying to go to get your cases and things.
Yep. The operation revealed widespread corruption in Chicago's judicial system and highlighted the need for reforms. It led to changes in the judicial process, including stricter oversight and ethical requirements. It must have been for 90 days because they're still unethical.
Mm-hmm.
There's no strict oversight. Okay, they done hell no. Okay, they done put another group of corrupt judges and lawyers and elected officials and employees all in. So this is a new group. Operation Greylord's legacy serves as a reminder of the importance of transparency and accountability in public institutions. Now, what Chicago Flip Red is trying to do is, I'm trying to be on the same. My mission is to get the feds here for judicial and governmental corruption. I want them to tap into the buildings department, to the probate system, to the corrupt judges, to the tax liens. The fact that lady is going viral, but the fact that there's 800 lots that are on this bankruptcy website from this one lady who lives in Northbrook, and it all was on the south side and west side, just shows you, who did you know that you can go out there, you can go to the city and get 800 lots on the south side and the west side, but when we go in there to ask for one lot, they don't know what we talking about. And she live in Northbrook, Illinois. You understand? And she's not going to jail. Now she had a lot of lots, and she was just putting tires on some of it. It was getting crazy. Anyway,
that's terrible.
You want to deal with the lack of accountability in departments like the aldermanic offices, because every ward needs a forensic audit.
Yes.
And from the personnel to the expense report to the $1.5 million that they have in a ward, to the campaign money, to trace back what developers or what certain people have put money in their campaign, and how much property and land that you done gave to them in our communities, especially the ones who don't know how it works to get TIF money and all that stuff, but they know how it works when you give it to these developers, these rich developers. So that is that's what I'm on. I'm on Operation Grey Lord 2.0, Operation Get These People Out of Office, Operation Get a brand new group of people in there. And I'm going on, and I'm only the Chicago Flip Red Political Action Committee is only going to work with independent and Republican candidates. I'm anti-democrat. Okay, that's just what it is. And I've been anti-democrat for a minute. I never was neither one, but this for sure has shown me that the Democratic Party cannot be trusted at all, and they're not gonna change. They can't even right now. They not one of the Democratic Party, nobody that's any type of a leader or any that have yet to apologize about how they dropped the ball for this election. How they fumbled the Black American vote, how they fumbled the Black man vote, how they fumbled all votes. You understand? So I said, like, they knew exactly who I was, especially even after I did the Breakfast Club and Charlamagne hooks me up with the Democratic people that are on her team, and she gets everything and she still ignores me.
Did you get locked up when you went to the DNC?
Definitely got locked up when I had to, because I had on my Make Chicago Great Again hat. And
So
I told Maxine Waters to her face, I said, girl, Kamala not getting in there if she don't have our reparations.
So you walked in there with your Make Chicago Great.
And I had first floor seats, so I was able to be down there. You understand, with all the delegates. You understand? I saw Michelle Harris. I saw Walter Burnett. I saw all of them with my red hat on.
And you representing for the black community.
Yeah, and I've always been. I'm gonna like I said, I don't have an allegiance to anybody but myself, and I'll say Black America because I do love us, and I know that we're sick. You understand? And it's not to say sick to down us, but I know that we are sick, and if I'm gonna have patience for anybody, it's gonna be for us. But I'm also a very detached person. So I can cut somebody off like this, especially when I know I didn't do anything, but cut like this, we don't ever have to speak ever again. However, if my name is brought up on any weird stuff, I have no issue with reversing back and being like, what up? What you say again? And saying, I don't even talk about you. I don't even know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't have no problem doing that. But I also know that we have not been loved on.
Mm-hmm.
We have not been loved on. People have not paid attention to us.
Yeah.
You know, we out here fiending for ourselves.
Just been used. We've been used.
We've been used. Are they trying to make us feel bad about this ICE situation?
Yeah.
Where were y'all? Where was the compassion when y'all were dumping them in our neighborhoods?
Right. And we were screaming out.
Where was the compassion for that? Where was the compassion for me and Miss Jessica being down there? Where was the compassion? She has grandkids.
Right.
You understand? I have a mother. You know, where was the compassion for that? Where was the compassion for my godfather, who him and his brothers started the Sandpiper Lounge?
Yeah.
People have stories about them being in the Sandpiper. Where was the community?
What was the compassion? What was the compassion when they told your elderly godfather that he had 30 minutes to get out his home? Yeah, and they didn't have no woman bus waiting for him with him.
Yeah, matter of fact, he had to go to the YMCA men's shelter. I don't even discuss that.
What was the compassion there?
Yeah. As I'm saying, like we even now with the global issue, you're dealing with people who care more about what's going on in another country than what's going on right here in America. We are in a state of emergency. Black people are in a state of emergency, and you have all these black people that's still in these high places as elected officials who aren't speaking about nothing.
Because you know what it is, though, like I told you, on both sides. Remember I said this. What it is the Democrat Party way more than the Republican. But you have, when black people get into some type of position, or when they trying to, when they coming up, they don't care about black people. They only care about themselves. They only care about sitting at the table. And they're a fan, because they're a fan at the people who they sit at the table with. That's why you can say, oh, Byron Donalds and Tim Scott, how dare you talk about, see, they're fans of these people. Or Kamala Harris, I love her. They're fans of these people.
Right.
They don't care. They only want to sit at the seat and say, I'm sitting at the seat, and show I'm here sitting at the seat. They don't care about the black community. It's only them. They care about themselves sitting at the seat because they're a fan. But we don't want to sit at the seat. When we come to the seat, we're bringing something to the seat to say, hey, this is what Black America needs. We're not give you our vote and get nothing from it. If you want our vote, then we need this. See, that's the difference. We care. It ain't for us just to sit the seat and say, hey, we sit the seat, ha, ha, ha. No, it's us coming to the seat with something. Saying, look, this is what Black America needs. This is what's going on in the Black community. This is the problem. And we voted for you, Trump. We love you. We love your policy and all that. What can you do for the Black community to help us economically and this and that for a plan? You know, and that's the difference with us. We care, and we are really trying to make a difference. Everybody else, because I'm trying to understand any other thing that's going on. This has been going on.
Others are trying to make a difference. It's just that you have.
No, I'm saying like the people who in these places have places who can make a difference.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They don't care because they just at the table. You see what I'm saying? That's all.
It's one of those things like Mr. Gregory used to always tell me, like, you know, you got to save yourself. Like, it really ain't saving these niggas. And when you think about it, you know, I be like, used to laugh, but then it's like, I hear what you're saying. So so I think my thing is to make sure that my tribe is right, my group is right, as much as we can do to get the information out here for people who want to listen, who are supportive of us, see the overall mission and the goal, and to help contribute. You know,
Yes.
It's a lot of people that want to get involved, but want to tell you how to run your thing. And it's like, it ain't about how to run something. It's about putting something together. It's like a puzzle. Every piece of that puzzle is important. The puzzle's not going to be complete without every piece of the puzzle.
Yes.
So if we're a group and you're a piece, you got to look at it as a puzzle. You're a piece of this puzzle. I'm a piece of this puzzle. We're all a piece of a puzzle, but we're very important pieces of this puzzle.
Yes.
And the puzzle is to make sure that Black America gets represented in Congress this time.
Right.
Gets represented in the government this time, local and state.
State.
People calling out the people who are setting us back.
Yeah.
Calling out the people who are doing this for clout. Calling out the people who are just bad apples in our community, and they have been running on that Black struggle plight.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like, you talk about our Black struggle all the time. Like, y'all talk about our Black struggle all the time to get whatever y'all need for your financial gain, but it never, ever, ever, ever goes into our community, and our
Right.
community shows us that time and time and time again. You understand? It's like, you know, you deal with Black America, right? And they'll say stuff like, man, you know, we arguing about dumb stuff, you know, Popeye's chicken sandwich, you understand? And stupid stuff like that. And it's like white America looks over like, what are those niggers arguing about this time? Oh, chicken sandwiches. You guys don't want to work? Mexico, you understand? And then they bring Mexico over here. And then they see us arguing again. This time we're arguing about just COVID-19. You understand? We're arguing about, well, you should have took the vaccine. Well, no, I wasn't going to take the vaccine. Da, da, da. You can't be around grandma without the vaccine. Da, 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 all this stuff. White America looking over there again like, where are those niggas arguing? Oh, COVID-19? You guys don't want to work? Cool. Who's going to call over here? India, you understand? Like, y'all just they keep setting up shop over here because we in the corner arguing about useless things.
Mm-hmm.
Continue arguing about useless things because we have we in our mind we have, you can't, this is the government. You can't do nothing with the government. They did this, they did that, they done killed this. Like, you think that right here in modern day time, this fight that we're going through right now, this is a group fight.
Mm-hmm.
No leader in this fight.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Leader. This is a common sense fight for the American people.
That's right.
Who is paying tax dollars into this cruel America, and you not getting any help and any resources. I'm an entrepreneur. How dare you think that you guys were going to knock down a building and not compensate my mother when I'm an entrepreneur, when she's an entrepreneur, and at the end of the day, I don't want to work for anybody, and I will not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that, and people don't see that because you got a whole bunch of workers out here. You got a whole bunch of workers out here that will talk big smack about what we need to do, how we can do it. Okay, always talk about capitalism, man. You know, the problem is classism and I'm a capitalist. No,
mm-hmm.
I'm for people. I'm for profit, but I'm a capitalist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a capitalist that cares about my people, and I need my money so I can create jobs. I need my money so I can help my friends and family. I need money so I can get into this political ring and make sure that we are represented the way that we need to be represented in Congress. Because everybody is scared, and the issue is we have no money, but we have money.
Yeah,
we're just scared to put it together and put the next president in there, put the next mayor in here, put the next governor in here. Like, that's how we got to do it, and that's the problem. So if we don't get to that spot or that, then we're done. But I'm not gonna be done. My tribe ain't gonna be done because, like I've been said, I want my own nation. And how I think, I'm going to get my own nation because I'm going to get paid regardless. You are not going to not uphold the U.S. Constitution on my watch. You're not going to uphold you're going to uphold the U.S. Constitution on my watch. You're not going to sit here and tell me that you're not going to. You're not going to sit here and raise. You're not going to sit here and fight for illegal immigrants on the same amendment that my mother is suing y'all for because y'all are not, because y'all failed to give us what we need so we can have a better life, and it's on y'all.
Yeah,
it's on y'all. Y'all spent more money fighting this case instead of settling this case, and now this case is everywhere.
Yeah.
So that the joke on you.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna stop. It doesn't matter. A person can do 1,000 lives on me. How many? Look at they talk about Roland Martin like a dog, including myself. He's still out here lying.
Yeah.
You understand? It just comes with the territory.
Yeah, it
How,
comes. You know what? I'm saying that it comes with the territory. Like, remember you were saying like people, even me. I'm just made a comment, making comments about me. I'm like, I don't even know these people.
yeah.
People who know me.
People jealous. People have hateful vibes. People are self-hating. You fine, Danny. You look good for your age. You're married. You happily married. They can't find nothing wrong. You understand? They want to bring up stuff in the past. Like I said, I don't care about anything in my past. I'm not ashamed of anything in my past. I'm not ashamed of not one thing in my past. I've grown and I'm mature and I'm out here fighting. For us. And if
That's
you have
right.
an issue or a problem with that, then you mentally ill. And
Right.
I hope that you find your mental health resources. But I promise you, I'm going to find our mental health resources because I know we're sick. I know there's something wrong with us.
We gotta we can't I'm seeing this because, like you said, the things that people saying and stuff like that don't even know us, don't even know. So I'm seeing like, okay, this is what comes with the territory, and we just, we gotta we gotta stay focused. And what the hurting part is for me is it be from the people that you trying to help or you think that's supposed to be right there, like but it don't. But that's where it come from. Like even with the things that we, with us. So my thing is this: I'm saying that you just gotta keep, you can't, you gotta let people, because see, the world, when people they see really what's happening, what's going on. People be like, oh, okay, we see what's going on. We see what's happening. And you just gotta stay focused and true to your mission and what you're doing and how we get down, we know our mission. We gotta stay focused to it. We know our mission is to make Chicago great again, get these aldermen up out of here, get this mayor, you know what I'm saying? We know that. We know that we have to get everything we need in our communities the way we should have them. We need people in office that's going to look out for what we need in our communities and things like. So we know this. We know what we're doing. We stand focused. You know what I'm saying? We understand. So we just got to understand everything comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying?
Comes with the territory, and that's just what it is. And I don't have all the answers. I'm learning. I'm learning this as I go. But I will tell you this. I will tell you that I'm going to have a political action committee. I also, it takes money to make money. And again, I am for people and I'm for profit. I am not going to be, they say Tyrone Muhammad says a lot. I'm not going to be a broke activist. I'm a business owner. And that's just what it is. I'm an entrepreneur. And I just, so that, and I'm not going to be a broke entrepreneur. I wasn't a broke entrepreneur before this. My business was getting there. My business was going to where it needed to go. I had a routine. I had to stop everything to handle this. So, it is what it is,
But it's sad that other people see the cause, because when I on my TikTok and everybody, all they keep saying when I go live on here, Denny, we love what you all are doing. How can we help? How can we help? And that's all they saying. So it's sad that other people appreciate you.
It's just a city. It's just a city in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And that's why a lot of comedians, a lot of people, rappers and stuff, they leave Chicago to get what they need. And then some never come back. Some do come back. But that's Chicago. That's Chicago for you. However, I'm not from here. So because I'm not from here, maybe it's a little bit different how I feel. You understand? But people are using that against me, like my mom's not from Chicago.
Like but see, this is what listen. The sad thing would be, seriously, think about this. That's an indictment on you. That's people that's in Chicago. If you got a person who not from Chicago and came to Chicago and made all this noise, what do that say about you who live in here or who lived here all your life? That's what I keep saying. Anytime you try to throw salt on somebody else, it's an indictment on you. Because if this person can come from another state and move things, shake and move things, what's wrong with you? It's something you're not doing. That if this person
Yeah, and I think that's the disconnect when it comes to a lot of these people in Chicago. They've been doing it for years. Your longevity doesn't mean anything if you're not moving the needle. Y'all have not moved the needle. That's the problem. Y'all have not moved the needle. I'm sorry that I came here and I moved the needle. I'm sorry that Miss Jackson moved the needle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we dedicated 2 years of our life going down there because we have cases. I'm sorry that we moved the needle and you guys been here for 30, 40 years and y'all ain't doing nothing. Or you have the ones who they started this in 2016 or whatever, and then I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I really don't know what to tell you. But I will tell you this. I'm determined. I'm very, 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 very ambitious. I've been ambitious for a long time. I also want what I want. I've been like that with everything. Everything. I've always been like that. I want what I want. It don't matter what it is. If I want it, I want it. Mm-hmm. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. So I'm very, 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 very ambitious. You are. Also, I love family. I love my mother. I love my mother to death.
But you know what, though, the tripped out part is, and then think about it. Not only you, Miss Jessica. Think about Miss Jessica was in California.
Yeah, she born and raised here. Like
she was born and raised here. She was living in California.
Yes, and they're literally
and she came here to fight this case. You see what I'm
saying? And they're literally trying to take her childhood home. I mean, the home she grew up with.
And move the needle.
People don't understand the sentiments of what's going on. People don't understand the history behind what is going on. Like, we Black people are going to be history regardless. Mm-hmm. Understand? Like, that's just what it is. That's why we are the richest culture. We just don't see that. Everybody else sees that. They've been waiting for the Freedman community. They've been waiting for Black America to wake up.
Yeah, they tell us.
And this is our chance to get everything that should have been given to us a long time ago. But it clearly wasn't the time. Yeah. But now is the time. And my thing is, let's put our thinking caps on and do what we need to do.
Yup, and not fight with nobody. Because see, I'm like this. I'm so glad Miss Jessica came from California and came here to fight. You see what I'm saying? I'm glad she did. I'm glad you came. I'm glad y'all was born and raised, mom was here and had to come here fight. Because it was time, because y'all moved the needle. And it was time to. You see what I'm saying? So it's an indictment on us, the people who've been, like you said, been here. Because if somebody else, I'm just saying, if that's what you're going to use against somebody that they was living somewhere else, it's an indictment on you that they was living somewhere else and they came here and moved the needle like they did. I mean, come on.
Or try to tell me who I voted for or who I did not vote for. Like, well, even if I didn't vote for Trump, if I didn't vote for it, who cares?
Right. Who cares?
Who cares? But it's just
but see,
a competition.
It's a competition. That's why I said, because you notice, Cause see, anybody, that's what I was saying, Zoe. Anybody who follow you, they know. Before the election, before that, I used to be like, Zoe, remember we said, why are you sitting here going all on these people because you vote for Trump and they mad at you and you losing friends all on YouTube and they really, I said, Zoe, they really that mad at you. Like people was mad at me, my clients and all that, I lost clients and all that. But they were really mad at you. And I said, you like, yeah, Dad, it's that. But I'm like, so people who follow you know. You see what I'm saying? They know.
Like Mr. William, like Sean said, if your mama from Chicago, you from Chicago.
Yeah.
That's what my mother told, and that's what my mother told me today. Like, I love Chicago. Chicago is culture. I love everything about Chicago. I love the music. I love the food. I love summertime shine. Ain't no summertime better than summertime shine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I love the history. I love the museums. I love, like, Chicago is a beautiful bitch. Then the bitch is the politics.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's it. And the only reason why it's like that is because we don't have that. Where is that black? I don't even know how to say it. Like, where is that black energy, that black Renaissance energy when Harold Washington was running?
Yeah. Yep. You're right.
Like, where is that? That's what we should be having. We should be bringing that whole vibe back.
Well, we trying to. We just gotta. We trying to.
No. The vibe is gonna be back. But like what I told you, what we're gonna do once we do these panels.
Don't be. You ain't gotta tell him. You know what I'm saying? We cool. You know what I'm saying? Look, we got a plan. We ain't gotta. You know what I'm saying? We like you said. Don't be. We on the mission. So we on missions, and people gonna see. People already know.
Yes, and we have. And you know what? And we have allies. We have allies that understand that it is okay for us to talk about what we need in our communities.
Mm-hmm.
That everybody sees our communities but us. We have normalized that that's how our community is supposed to look. Everybody else sees our communities and like, yeah, about time, you guys.
Yeah. And they be like, wow, y'all, like the station we went on today. What did he say? Y'all, yeah, because y'all communities are this and that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ray Stevens show. Shout out to the Ray Stevens show.
Ray Stevens. He said, you know, like we looking at the communities are there, the kids can't read, you know, the schooling, everybody see it. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody, and listen, they not gonna go for it in their neighborhood. Any other race ain't gonna go for it. And y'all mad because we said no more. We can't go for it no more. We gotta have something for the black community that everybody see is messed up. Come on, y'all. And then you mad because we are fighting for our community, and you all just want to sit at the table and say we're at the table, but you don't want to ask for nothing.
Some don't even get to the table, and they're never going to get to the table because of their mindset. You know these. I'm trying to tell you, these are the slaves that Harriet Tubman had to leave behind. These are the slaves that were still on the plantation when we were free. They didn't want to go anywhere. So these are their ancestors. That's the problem. So you're dealing with a whole bunch of people who they need that white leader.
Mm-hmm.
And they need that. Well, yes, a boss.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to go snitch on another nigga for you? You want me to whatever you say, boss. That's what you're dealing with. But then get big and tough with me.
With a black.
I don't care about you or your boss.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, and then you and your boss can get cursed out. That's that. Yeah, that's what I'm on.
And I just want to say shout out to Trump because he sent me a love letter. He sent all of us a love letter. We talk about love letters and stamped it and everything. Thank you, Trump. We love it. That you, my president, Trump. You the real MVP. Now I love you. I'm gonna look and go keep look. We love the love letters that he sent us.
Yes, and I appreciate it too. I have nothing against Trump.
We love you.
Waiting on the right. And a lot of my friends say, Zoe, he is racist. I don't even say nothing no more because I'm not going back. Y'all really have not brought me no real evidence. What y'all are trying to tell, like stuff that so I don't believe he is. I believe that he is a businessman that saw that his businesses, it wasn't making no sense. The money wasn't going on and all those type of things. So that's how I feel.
Yes.
And I'm going to treat it like that. I'm working. I'm working, and that's what it is. And I think that is
And then
that's
Trump,
like you said, somebody said they traded ankle chains for mind chains, and that's what it is. And
And
what
then
we do,
Trump said it. Trump said to the black community,
right?
I
Like
see what y'all
Biden
do.
wasn't a racist. Like I say that all the time.
He,
Biden was the biggest racist. Like
yeah.
it's selective outrage. How can you ever sit and talk about Trump being racist when Biden was the biggest racist? Like,
Yes, he was.
that don't be making no sense and don't be adding up for me. And you think I'm gonna sit and still like entertain that conversation? No, I don't agree. Like, y'all gonna have to show me some footage of him calling somebody a nigger or something like that, because the Central Park 5 newspaper ad is not gonna do it. Everybody thought they were guilty.
Yeah.
You
And
understand? He was
it
a
was
Democrat at
Democrats.
that. He was
And
a
it was
Democrat
Democrats
at
who
that
did it.
time. They don't even talk about that. He was a Democrat at that time. He just turned Republican in the 2000s.
And no, it was all Democrats that prosecuted those boys and everything. All
Yeah,
Democrats.
it's just that you got people. So you're dealing with the media and then these influencers and these politicians. That again, they launder money all day, but they get paid. They get paid to feed this narrative.
Yep.
You understand? Like, you hear somebody like AOC said today, "Oh, I'm not going to the inauguration because I'm not celebrating a rapist." Okay. But Hunter Biden's son, what was that?
Right.
You understand? Like, you gonna have selective outrage for the rapist that you celebrate too? Like, it don't make sense. So that's just none of it don't make no sense, and they ain't gonna, and it's never gonna. It's the hypocrisy for me, man. It's the hypocrisy for me, and it hurts me to see that. And a lot of people also be like, what's politically correct and what's politically incorrect. Right now, there's nothing that's politically correct.
It's your listen.
Yeah, so like it's nothing. So like a person to say don't curse or don't say this or don't say that. Right now, the America's in shambles. You've got the Democratic Party that's going hard in these sanctuary cities for everybody but Black Americans. Then you deal with American citizens, but especially black. I mean, straight up to our face. Like, yeah, we're gonna dump them in y'all. Oh, we're gonna dump them in your communities. Oh, now y'all bad. Now y'all want them gone. Now you the one that got Trump. All right, well, screw y'all. We're gonna ride with the illegals. And I say you're dealing with that, and then you're dealing with, oh my God, Trump done got rid of DEI. Now everybody held down. Target got rid of stuff. Target's a private company.
Right.
Costco is a private company. Walmart is a private company. Some of that stuff that was on them shelves was trash. But they had to do it. They had to put it in there because they are a certain nationality, a certain, no qualifications.
Yep.
And when it comes to your product, it probably, like, again, look what the situation happened with Mario Mael Organics. They had that in Target. Procter and Gamble made sure it was in Target. But however, it wasn't making people curls be how it was curling because they switched that up.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I'm just saying, like, the DEI thing, like, that's the least. Like, even there's white people on social media and in the and on the media that's saying that it only benefited white people. Everybody knew that the affirmative action benefited white women. White women, yeah, like that was crazy how they were able to even be be a minority.
Because people,
so yeah, it's just little things like that. However, we don't have any freedmen leadership that when affirmative action first passed and when that was even added, the white woman, they should have been knocked that down. They should have been shot that down a long time ago. Like, wait, hold up. How?
Yeah, the migrants, the immigrants, all that should have been knocked down. The all of that, the marginalized community, all of that should.
Yeah, like it's just certain things. The black and brown is what, like, we were lumped in so many categories. You know, the marginalized communities, the black and brown, LGBTQ. You understand? Like, we were the DEI, whatever you want to call it. We were lumped into so many of these what's it called? That we never saw any benefits. We're in all these categories. Like, it was getting to the point, it was getting crazy. Next is going to be pedophilia, people of color. Yeah, people of color. Like, what is a people of color?
Yeah.
You understand? Like, people always talk about we're not supposed to be called black because da-da-da-da. Okay, I get that. We're not supposed to be called black. We're supposed to be called da-da-da. But ain't nobody fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the freedmen, even though there's other people that say, well, no, we supposed to be going as something else. All right. Well, I think everybody should figure out what they're gonna go as. Understand? Like, but I'm not a history buff. There's a lot of people that'll be like, well, no, see, that really didn't happen, and that really happened. Like, were y'all there? Like, when people be telling me that, like, Lincoln really didn't sign the Emancipation Proclamation and it was something and all this type of stuff. Like, were you guys there? And saying, like, it's just a lot of stuff that you hear, and it's like that's what sets us back too, because we're in history wars. We're in history wars, we're in Bible wars. And because transgenders, they all over the place. And because we're in these history wars and these Bible wars, this is the problem in our community. We cannot get to the next level. And I'm not waiting this time. I'm doing what I need to do. I've been doing my research. I've been figuring out my stuff. I know that we're the chosen one. I know that God, I have faith. I believe in the universal God. I know the universal God is taking care of us. I know my ancestors is taking care of me. I know that they're walking with me. They see what's going on, and I know I'm protected. And that's just what it is. And I'm going to move the way that I move. And I pray that Chicago Flips Red group moves the way that we move, and we figure it out, and we will figure it out. And a lot of people are rooting for us. A lot of people want to see what's next. A lot of people are waiting to see what's next, and we're going to give it to them. Yeah. And that's just how that is.
And and I just want to say one thing about the politically correct terms. Just because you mentioned that, I was just happening to look at something. They played a clip of the View. I don't know, but I'm just saying came up. Yeah. And they were saying that Trump right now is more liked and more popular than ever than he ever was. 2016 period. And so they was trying to figure out, and they said that the people, all that people done with all that politically correct stuff. They were saying that when Biden did his speech, when he was talking about, and we got to watch the oligarchs, and we got to watch this and that. And here they go. People just tired of that. This is the View. We're saying people just tired of that. People, all that stuff, that political stuff you talking, people don't want to hear all that no more. Yeah. The reason why they was like, the reason why when people, they get the survey and people like Donald Trump, because Donald Trump gonna say, look, they stealing your money. Wake up, y'all. These people are stealing your money. Don't you see what's going on? Your money.
Right. Like it's like it's a money laundering. The Democratic Party has been laundering money for forever in the name of our oppression.
Mm-hmm.
And it's here and we're watching it. And I'm fighting a case. Ms. Jackson's fighting a case and actually seeing it.
Yeah.
So that is what the problem is. I'm not saying, but y'all are the chosen one, but y'all have a role. I believe that I'm the chosen one. I believe that black people are the chosen one.
Who said what? They said what?
All black people are chosen ones. I wasn't just talking about just me and Danny. I believe that all of Black America are chosen ones.
What they say? What
they were saying? I'm not hating. I don't know. I'm not going to say that y'all are the chosen one, but y'all have a rose. Have a rose. I know for sure Black America, we're all the chosen one. Okay, so I wasn't just saying just me. I know that we're all the chosen ones. Okay, we're gonna be fine. I know I'm gonna be fine, and I know anybody else that knows that they're the chosen one is gonna be fine. So that's how that works. So yeah, it wasn't just a me. You understand? It was in general. So yeah, I'm not a me person. I'm saying, like, I do this for us. I do this for America. I do this for Black America, but in the end I do it for all American citizens, all people who have critical thinking skills and common sense, and know that this is not how our tax dollar is supposed to be used. And that's just what it is. Yeah, so that's how I feel. So any last questions? Or any last thoughts? Oh, I already know who Famous Friday is.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just letting you know that. I'm going to say afterwards, but do you have anything else to say before I say it?
No, I just want to say, everybody, that listen, we love y'all. We thank you all. We thank you for all the support, everything that you all have done and have supported us. We want to say thank you so much. And we're just here trying to wake up our community, wake up the citizens of Chicago and America, especially the Black community, because we the ones are that in dire need right now, because we're not going to make it if we don't wake up really, really soon. So we just want to thank you all for patronizing us. Thank you all for just always sending positive comments and things like that. We really, really appreciate that, and thank you all for encouraging us to keep going and things like that, because you all see what we are up against. And I just want to say thank you, and we really, really, really appreciate you all.
Yes, I appreciate you all as well. Please like and subscribe, share, and thank you for the donations that you guys do. Thank you for t-shirts.
Thank you.
Thank you for when you purchase a shirt, if you purchase a hoodie. I appreciate y'all. Tomorrow I am having my birthday fundraiser. I have a few spots left. If you guys would like to attend, it's Chicago All Hands on Deck at gmail.com. You send an email there, and someone will get back to you with all of the details. So yes, I'm having a birthday fundraiser. I have an art series that will be done with Ricky Skills when it comes to our fight and the mission and all of that. I love art. Art has been it's always been something that I've loved. I've won an art gallery. That's one of the things that I do like. I love art. Art is important in our culture, and it describes a lot of things. So I'm having that, and all of the money that I make during that time is going to the Political Action Committee, and that will take us to the next step when it comes to start dealing with political things as far as running candidates, looking at candidates, all that type of stuff. And with those type of things, you want to make sure you have enough money in there to start doing those type of that's those type of things. All right. So for our famous Friday, next Friday at 6 p.m. It will be at 6 p.m. It is going to be 40th Ward Alderperson Andre Vasquez.
Okay.
That is the famous. That's going to be the alderman for next Friday. So please. Also, he's having an event tomorrow between 2 and 4 p.m. at Dank House. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, Dank House German American Cultural Center, 4740 Northwestern Avenue, and it's about defending the immigrants. So that's what he's on. So yeah. So get prepared, get ready. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. Next Friday, famous Friday, we're gonna make Alderman Andre Vasquez or Alderperson Alderman Andre Vasquez 40th Ward famous.
Yes.
Yes. So please buckle up because that one's going to be a fun one.
Yes.
He is definitely one of the biggest people that's behind this illegal immigration scheme. All right. Any more questions? I love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you for letting me rock out the first hour.
You had to get that. Look, let her cook.
Thank you for letting me cook.
Let her cook.
And I'm gonna end with I don't got no ill feelings.
Me
I just
either.
said what I said, and I hope that
I would
done. I mean, I really hope that he lets it go because I'm done after I end this. It's a disconnect. It's like it's not. There's nothing that anybody can. He could talk about anything. Like when I say I don't care, you could talk about my mother. I don't care. Like when I know, like I'm a very, 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 very detached person. If I don't rock with you, I don't. If I have no respect for you, if I know that you're just pathetic and you're a self-hating person who maybe doesn't even like women, you may be homophobic. I don't know what you are, but I don't care. Because I'm on a mission, and that mission is going to continue to happen. And I know what you want, and I know that I'm not on that. So I said what I said. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be, and that's that. That's that piece, y'all.
Well, let me say this, y'all, because I'm always trying to be the peacemaker. Like, listen, it's no ill feelings. Seriously, it never was. And we are always, if anybody, Chicago flips red, we are always here because we on one mission. And I do believe that our mission, we can't be divided anything. We may be different organizations doing different things, but we have one common goal. So it's no ill will feelings at all, you all, at all. And like tomorrow,
if anybody purchase hoodies or anything, all that stuff goes out next week. I just got back yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday. Tomorrow's birthday event. Then Sunday I have my podcast, Dick Gregory Taught Me podcast, that I'm recording tomorrow. That's my audio podcast. So if you guys have not tuned in, it's Dick Gregory Taught Me podcast. But next week I'm back out here. So I'm sure that everybody's stuff is shipped.
Yeah, we had just got back.
I'm a one-man person right now, one-woman person right now, and I'm trying to do everything and making sure the information. But right now, but I have to make sure my lawsuit is filed with the city
Yes.
for banning me from being down there, even
Yes.
though there's an executive order that says I can come back there according to President Trump. So
Yes,
we'll
because you
see.
can't have, because you can't ban nobody for freedom of speech.
Huh?
Then you can't do that.
Yeah, and what they're trying to say on the thing was like it was harassment, but it wasn't. If he has to file a lawsuit.
Right, right, right.
You feel, I mean, not file a lawsuit. You have to press charges. If you feel like you were threatening, if I threatened you in any type of way, or you felt like I assaulted you because they were saying if you go like this to their face, that's assault. I never heard that ever in my life, but they different. So
Yeah,
it is
they make up
what.
their own rules.
Yeah, they make their own rules. It's corrupt county. It's
Yeah.
corrupt county, corrupt city. Like it's just messed up. Like yeah, it's got Daly's daddy just keep pissing on the city, and we just this
Mm-hmm.
daddy been pissing on the city since he dead. Since he just
Mm-hmm.
so yeah. Hey, but thank you. All right, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. We got up to I think 214 people that watch, so I definitely appreciate that. Make sure
Thank
y'all
you.
let everybody know. Make sure y'all call up Andre Vasquez and tell him that he will be famous on Friday. Okay,
Yeah.
because I need the feds to come get him tomorrow.
And you
Have
know
a
what?
good one.
And the work that and the work and the that we've been doing and the work that's happening, y'all, we moving the needle. Let's just put that. Let's just say that we moving the needle.
Yes, and I invite y'all to move the needle too. Everybody that says they've been doing the work for 30, 40 years and 10 years and for all that, I want y'all to do it too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got all the answers. But I do know that my lane that I've been continuing in I've been doing good. I've been on cruise control.
Yes, you have.
I've been on cruise control, but sometimes I've had to accelerate, because the person behind was going, it was crazy. Your Zelle address is not working. No, it's your uncomfortable truth lifestyle at gmail.com. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, everybody use that uncomfortable truth lifestyle at gmail.com. That is that. Do Michelle Harris one more time. No, but there is another person that did Michelle Harris. He's gone viral on TikTok. He's talking about a wedding venue, and he brings up how they don't want nothing nice over there. She doesn't want anything nice over
And
there.
he's a black
Now,
man. He's a black man who was trying to get a business over there and bring the community up and bring workers. And and
and
she blocked him.
they don't want it's they cannot fix our communities up, because if they fix our community up, they can't get the kickbacks that they've been getting. You understand? Our communities look the way they look because we do not have any freedmen representation.
Mm-hmm.
That's how this works. So we have to move. We have to get these people out by force, or they have to resign, and we have to put more people in there. So that's how that works.
who gonna actually who gonna actually speak up for black people, who gonna
Yeah,
actually go hard for black people, and who gonna actually make sure, like that black man who tried to get a business in that black neighborhood, that he
right,
can get his business. That Rico Theater, that black man who trying to open up a black business to bring to bring jobs to that community. We got to make
right,
sure we got people like that that's on that.
right. Yep,
Okay,
yep.
yeah.
So that is yes, Brandon. I shared his plight. Oh yes, Brandon. Shared his plight on the 8th Ward neighborhood site. Is right by my house. So yeah. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like someone like Renee said, they pay puppets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It says, are y'all familiar of Antonio Moore of the ADOS Advocacy? And has Zoe been on his channel? No, I'm not familiar with Antonio Moore, but I'll look him up. All hands on deck. We need everybody. That's my man. That's all. That's why I always say all hands on deck. We literally, this is our movement. This is our move. This is not the first person that makes it up there. You know, something that Ms. Jackson said, that once this is done and over with, once we've made history, that picture will have a lot of people in Chicago from the South Side,
Yes.
West Side. Like, we literally did something that no one has ever done before. So it's not about who did better, who did it first. It's about getting the mission done.
That's right. That's right. That's right. It ain't the one who, oh, I want to be the one. That's crazy. That's the problem.
It ain't no one. It ain't no one. It's we tired. We tired, and we're gonna get what we need. Ain't nobody. Everybody mad, but ain't got nothing. I done told there's people, they hit me up all the time and tell me we supposed to be called this, we supposed to be called that. All right, well, write me up a proposal. Explain to me why we need to be there, so I can understand, so I can see, so I can know. Because what the proposals and the history that I'm researching, because again, I uphold the U.S. Constitution. I am about the U.S. Constitution, so I'm studying Freedman. That's what I study, and that's what I'm going to be. So, and I think that is the easiest way to get everything that we need. And I think that the reason why the Democratic Party did not don't speak about Freedmen like they should is because we got the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment through the Republican Party.
Yeah, and then let me just say this, but do y'all know this? Listen, see, this is how y'all got to understand it. Do y'all know that Kamala, when she did try to do that, you remember she talked about Freedman Bank? Remember that? When she added all them people and she did the history that was for freedmen and the slave, and then she added all these people into that was supposed to be just for the slave, the free slaves, and she added them, so they know about it. And
but they don't talk about it in the way that the racist Republicans do.
Right.
They don't talk about it like the racist Trump does.
Right.
And, for him to be so racist, you understand? Like, even with the Dred Scott, like somebody said, that's not a real case. Everything is not. My thing is, though, are we going to be Hotep forever? Like, it's a lot of no-tep niggas out here.
Yes.
You understand? Like, y'all be too woke. Y'all be so woke, y'all be up in the ceiling somewhere. And that's the problem. You got to come back. You got to come into reality. Like, that's just what it is. And that's the problem.
Yup. Move. Yup, that's true.
All right. All right, y'all. We got 2 minutes and 37 2 hours 37 minutes. I know we said that we was going to talk. I know people like, oh no, just wish that it could be 2 hours, or 45 minutes. I be trying, but it just be I'm sorry that it'd be 2 hours and 37 minutes.
Man, yeah. Hey, that's sometimes when you go live, hey, that's what it be.
Yeah, that's what it be. So yes, I hope you liked it. Like and subscribe, share, and we will be back here Friday. Andre Vasquez.
Yes.
Special Friday just for you, 40th Ward. If you have anything that y'all want to discuss when it comes to Andre Vasquez, or you would like to be a guest, Famous Friday, Andre Vasquez, 40th Ward, please send an email to Chicago allhandsondeck@gmail.com. Again, Chicago allhandsondeck@gmail.com. And if you want to talk about, if you would like to be a guest when it comes to Andre Vasquez and you live in his ward, or you lived in his ward, or you worked with him, or anything like that, or if you just have some great tea that I can go figure out myself and search for it too, because I ain't gonna be having no crazy stuff on here. Don't be some of that stuff. I'm not. Some of the stuff y'all be sending be real crazy. So yeah.
Yeah.
And please stop sending me people's addresses. I do not care where these people live at. So thank you. And that's that. All right. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Texas. Yes, we're gonna be down there. It's gonna be a good year. And
Yes.
thank you to the real men out there, because we need y'all.
Yes.
Y'all are our muscle, and I don't know everything. So please don't be afraid to reach out to me, to school me and teach me some certain things or anything like that, because I am new to this. And I just want us to get our economic resources that is owed to us.
Yeah.
As a whole, and I want them to settle my mother's case. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.
Love y'all. Peace.
All right.